OMG, girl. I cannot believe what you did last night.
What are you on about, Chrissy?
Don't act all coy with me. I totally saw you making out with that really cute guy at the bar.
You saw that?
Yeah. It took you ages to come back with all of our drinks, so I went to see what was taking so long, and boom, there you were. Totally making out with some dude who is most definitely not your husband. Oh, come on. I'm your best friend. We've shared lots of secrets before. You know I won't tell anyone. Don't worry. Now, tell me everything. I want to know what happened last night between you and Mr. Mysterious.
Oh my god, Chrissy. It was amazing.
What happened?
Well, I bumped into Nick at the bar, and at first I was completely cold to him.
Wait, Nick as in Jacob's ex-boss?
Yeah, that's why I was so cold to him to begin with. I mean, he's the man who fired my husband, you know? But as I was waiting for the drinks, we got to talking a bit. He said how sorry he was for letting Jacob go, but the company really needed to make some cutbacks. With Jacob thinking that he's such a good lawyer, he figured that he would be able to get a new job easily. Guess that shows what he knows.
Jacob still hasn't found a job?
No, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. Anyway, so the more we talked, the more we realized that we actually had quite a lot in common. He was so sweet and charming. Next thing I know, we were making out.
Yeah, I know that. But what happened after? You never came back. We were all worried about you.
Well, things got a little bit more heated, so we headed back to his place.
No way.
Actually, I'm still there now.
What? How?
I'm in his bathroom.
Oh my god, you go, girl. But wait, isn't Jacob wondering where you are now?
I told him that I stayed at yours last night, so if he asks, that's where I was, okay?
Got it. So, what are you going to do about Nick now?
I think I'm going to keep seeing him.
Well, I mean, if Jacob still hasn't found a job yet, then you might need to start seeing what other options are out.
That's what I thought. I don't want to be stuck with some penniless loser. And Nick is so handsome and driven. He really is amazing. The only problem is, I don't want to divorce Jacob because of Arthur. You know, he's only 5. And he wouldn't understand why his mommy and daddy aren't together anymore.
Well, you'll figure something out, but I definitely wouldn't give up seeing Nick. He seems good for you. You seem like you're having fun and going back to your old self.
He does make me feel happy, and I haven't had this much fun in ages. Since getting fired, Jacob hasn't really wanted to be intimate. It's like he's too depressed or something. Kind of pathetic, if you ask me.
Well, you better keep me updated about what happens between you and Nick. I'm living vicariously through you. LOL.
LOL, I'll keep you updated, but I've got to go now. Talk to you later. Hey, Chrissy, guess what? Nick's taking me on a romantic getaway this weekend. He totally surprised me at the last minute. So I need you to cover for me with Jacob. I told him that you and I are going on a girls' weekend away, okay? Christine?
Wrong person.
Oh my god, Jacob, that text wasn't meant for you. And it was only a joke anyway.
Only a joke?
Yeah, I thought that maybe if I said something like that, it would push you to get a new job. Like, make you think about what could happen if you were to sit around the house doing nothing like you have for the last 4 months.
You said that text wasn't even meant for me. So why would you send something like that to Christine?
Well, I was just asking for her opinion. I didn't know if it was too harsh. I wanted to give you a boost by scaring you for a minute, not hurt your feelings.
I see.
Yeah, sorry, sweetie.
Sure.
Oh my god, Christine. I had a close call.
What happened?
I meant to text you about Nick, but I sent it to Jacob instead.
You didn't.
I did. Luckily, Jacob's so gullible and stupid that I was able to convince him that I was simply sending it as a trick to motivate him into getting a new job.
Really? And he bought that?
I know, right? That's what I thought, but he didn't ask any more questions, so I'm in the clear, I think.
You need to be more careful, girl. You'll get caught otherwise, and then who'll gossip with me about their exciting affairs?
I know, I'll be extra careful. Just, if Jacob tries to ask you anything about me or Nick, don't say anything, okay?
Of course not. I wouldn't betray you, Martha. That's not what good friends do.
Thank you, Chrissy. I don't know what I would do without you.
Hey, sweetie, how's your weekend getaway with Christine going? Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah, we're having lots of fun. We were just in the spa, which is why it's taken me so long to reply.
That's okay. I'm just glad you're having a good time. Hey, why don't we FaceTime? I haven't seen Christine in a while, so it'd be nice to say hello. What's wrong? Why don't you want me to call?
It's just that Christine and I don't really have the time for it. We're literally going out right now for dinner, and I don't want to be one of those obnoxious people who talks really loud on the phone whilst they're walking around. I think it's just rude, you know?
Of course. How silly of me. Where is it you're staying at again?
I think it's called the Spring Mountain Retreat or something. How come?
Oh, no particular reason. I was just curious.
Okay. Well, reception here is rubbish, so don't freak out if I can't message you back right away or take your calls, okay?
Sure, no problem. Have fun.
Thank you, sweetie. Jacob, come home quick. We've been robbed.
What do you mean?
Everything is gone. All of the furniture, the electronics, everything. How did this happen?
Oh, I take it you're back at the house then?
Yes, where are you? Have you seen what's happened? Are you with the police?
No,
Where are you then? Why aren't you at home with Arthur?
I'm at home with my son.
No, you're not. The place is empty.
Yes, well, that house is no longer mine. Or Arthur's home anymore.
What are you on about? What's going on?
You know the other day when you messaged me by accident instead of Christine?
Yes?
Well, I got curious about what you said and decided to do a little bit of digging. That's what I found out.
Jacob.
You got it. I discovered that my wife was cheating on me with my ex-boss.
No, You don't know the whole story.
At first I was furious, I was so close to coming over there and yelling at you over everything.
Jacob, please.
Then I calmed down a bit and I thought to myself, what's the point? What's the point of being angry at someone who so clearly doesn't care about you or your feelings in any way at all?
That's not true, Jacob.
No? Then why'd you cheat on me?
You know what? I did it because of you. You have been so depressing lately, moping around at home, all because you got fired. So what? Suck it up and get another job. That's what a real man would do. I was so sick and tired of you being so pathetic, and Nick is the opposite of you. He's everything you aren't.
So, because I was let go from my work and became a bit depressed, you decided to cheat on me instead of supporting me? I'm starting to think I've dodged a bullet now.
What do you mean?
Well, you've shown your true colors. At least I know what you're really like now, and I can move on with my life instead of wasting it with such a horrible woman. I filed for divorce. You'll get the papers this week, and I'm asking for sole custody of Arthur. He deserves a loving parent to look after him, not someone fickle who's just gonna run off with a new man every other week.
You can't do that. I'm his mother. The courts will side with me. Besides, they won't let a jobless loser have custody of a kid. You can't provide for him.
Actually, I was gonna tell you the other week, but you revealed your affair before I had the chance to.
Tell me what?
For the past 4 months, I've been working nonstop to create my own firm. I finally managed to get it up and running last week, and it's already seen a lot of business. Clients from my old firm heard I was in business and they want me. They know I do good work. Unlike your boyfriend Nick, who's notorious for being a rubbish lawyer. The only reason he's the boss at that firm is because his dad bought his way into it.
Wait a minute. You mean you're earning money again?
Lots of it, actually.
Well, that's great then. We can make it work. We'll be happy again.
No, I'm already happy. I'm free of a freeloading, selfish wife who thinks of no one but herself.
But Jacob, I love you.
No, you don't. You love my money. Have a nice life, Martha. We'll figure something out in court about Arthur, but aside from that, I want nothing to do with you anymore. Martha tried to get me back, but I refused. I know that I deserve better than someone who would rather cheat on me than help me through a difficult situation. We signed the divorce papers and I was awarded custody of my son, Arthur. I knew he still needed his mom though, so we worked out a visiting schedule. Whilst I'm not seeing anybody new at the moment, I'm okay with it. I'm more than happy to focus on making sure my business runs successfully and my son has a happy and loving childhood. Romance will happen in its own time. As for Martha, Nick ended up breaking things off with her when he decided that he wanted to date a younger woman. Because Martha hadn't worked a day in her life, she was forced to get a low-paying part-time job. She ended up moving to a tiny apartment as she couldn't afford anything else. Hopefully she learns how to be a better person, so the next time she's with someone, she doesn't throw it all away for a little bit of fun.